Right now, time for us to check in with Alex Guardiola and the Better Business Bureau of Central New England. Alex, good morning.
Morning, Hank. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, it's going to be what a beautiful day this is going to be, and we're very excited that once again you brought along one of your great accredited businesses. This is Window Depot of South Boston. They're also going to be opening up in Medway, so looking forward to hearing a little bit about this new place. Here we are, Alex, and replacement windows. Seems every time I turn on the radio, I'm hearing about replacement windows, so I'm happy to hear about Window Depot.
Yeah, so we have Dan DaSilva here from Window Depot of South Boston, currently located in Shrewsbury, but opening up a new facility in Medway, so we're excited to kind of get his name brand recognition out there. And really talking about it's the sweet spot of the season for window replacement. Obviously, today's a perfect day for me.
Yeah.
63 degrees, 65 degrees. I know it'll get to maybe 70, but fall's coming, and then winter's right behind it. So it's time to really start thinking about winterizing and making your house more energy efficient. And window replacements and door replacements are such a big way of doing it that's cost effective and doesn't really it adds just value to your property. So really a twofold there. Saving yourself money while you live there, and if you ever have to, decide to move or leave it or to sell it, the value of your property just went up by actually installing these little features.
Absolutely. Well, Dan, congratulations. People know you, of course, from your location in Shrewsbury, but congratulations that you're going to be in Medway as well. Tell us a little bit about the window business.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me out here today. I've been in the window space for a very long time in home improvement. Started Window Depot South Boston not too long ago. Owner, it is a national franchise. One of the best key things about Window Depot is that we have a national brand recognition. So we can go out there in the marketplace, negotiate window prices, and bring the most affordable Energy Star rated products to the consumer. So that's what separates us against all the other names that you might have heard on TV, on other radio stations. But that's what we bring, And also because the ownership is so local, we can bring that intimacy to the customer. We can offer the best product for their location instead of the best product that works nationwide.
So you said, Dan, this is something that you've been involved in and worked in for a long time, and then you decided just to kind of take the plunge and be the owner and run it yourself.
Yeah, that's right. I kind of always had the entrepreneurial kind of mindset. Background, I've been in the Marine Corps myself for a little while, so when I got out, I wanted to do something that I owned, that I had a say in, and also I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy bringing that happiness. We meet a lot of people that have never fixed their homes. They live in their homes, they pass down from generations to generations. So when we go in and we offer them a solution to their problem, they're happy. It's almost like we're making new friends every day.
Alex, perfect for what the Better Business Bureau does. People with this entrepreneurial bent, you work with them every day who are running these businesses.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And what a great story. I mean, obviously, we love our vet-owned businesses. We love our small to medium-sized, entrepreneurial companies that really want to do well by everybody. But again, I go back to the same stuff we talk about, right? We talk about the scams. We have a lot of fly-by-night companies. We have people who are just knocking on your door saying, "Hey, you should replace your windows," and they take a deposit and they're gone, right? Or they don't show up for the job at all, or they do a shoddy job and then they take off. So having a company like Window Depot really in our backyard to be able to help us, modernize our facilities, making sure we're energy efficient. We talk about how expensive energy is going to be and continues to be. This is another way for us to really go local with a good accredited business who really does care about the community.
Tell me what it's like when somebody comes. Is there sort of an off season? Like today's a nice day. Are people not thinking about windows as much? Or is now actually the perfect time to be thinking about getting that window replacement before the cold weather comes in?
Right now is our busiest season. Everybody's calling in right now in order to get windows because typically it takes a couple weeks, if not a month or so, in order to get windows installed. So everybody is calling now to get prepared for the winter. Because once winter comes, it's too late, right? We still install, but man, oh man, to open up a cavity inside your house when it's 30 degrees, it is brutal. So now is the time to do it.
I wanted to go back, Dan, to something that you said about people who maybe the house has been in their family for generations, and they haven't done much maintenance. And now they're gonna go out and they're gonna get the windows and get the replacement windows. Are there things where you get in there and it's tough because they haven't had some of the maintenance around the old windows? Are there things that we should be doing or kind of looking for, or things that you look for when you go into a home to put in those replacement windows?
No, for sure. Preparation is always key whenever we go inside of a house. We try to take care as much as possible with the surrounding wood trims. But one of the biggest things that we find on homes in New England is there's always rotted wood on the outside. And we're always dealing with historical societies as well. So it's one of those things that we have to be careful when dealing. We have to replace. We have to prep the opening. But at the end of the day, we always try to provide our customers the best solution, the best offer, and also staying within their budget as well.
Yeah, and Alex, of course, as we talk about each week, consumers that the homeowner, but also so much gets done with better businesses to other Better Business Bureau businesses.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as you know, Dan will attest to, it's not just a swipe of the card and you're an accredited business. We would really do a vetting process, and Dan went through it. Make sure that everything was on the up and up, making sure that we have a good business that other businesses want to do business with, as well as consumers. And that's really what we talk about on a regular basis here on the radio, is how important it is to do business with an accredited business, because it gives you that sense of security that we know that this business has been vetted. We know that the Better Business Bureau is available to be able to kind of, mitigate as many things as possible if there's an issue, make sure that there's a response, make sure that the job does come done completely and right. So really just such a testament to Dan and his company and what they're doing, especially, being a small company in Central Mass who wants to grow.
Yeah, and to that, a small company in Central Mass that wants to grow, and we're talking about Window Depot of South Boston. This is a very competitive field. What does set Window Depot South Boston apart? What sets you apart?
We like to say it's the local ownership, right? So when you call some of these big national companies that are out there, you speak to somebody in a different state, sometimes a different country. When you dial into our phone, you call me, or you call our office. Our admin person's name is Sarah. So you're going to speak to somebody that's local to Shrewsbury and Medway. So you have that sense of, okay, we're a family. Because I tell my customers all the time, just because you decide to move forward with us to get windows replaced, even though that project is done, we're part of your life forever because of our lifetime guarantee. So if anything happens down the road, guess what? We're a drive away. Something broken, something doesn't work, you take care of that as soon as possible. So most companies can't say that.
Yeah, lifetime guarantee right here, right in our community.
Yeah, and we live in New England. We don't live in sunny Florida where you may get enough light and enough heat for a while. Whereas, once that winter hits here, last year, even though it was somewhat of a tamer, winter, we still had some really cold streaks, and that really does affect your energy cost and the safety of your family members. I don't want somebody to freeze out your family because you just didn't want to find the right company to do business with to install some better energy efficient windows for you.
Absolutely. Dan, why was it important for you to become a Better Business Bureau accredited business?
I believe it takes me back to my experience in the past, being with other home remodeling companies. And there's some big name companies out there that aren't Better Business Bureau accredited. They've actually lost it. So that's huge, right? So how does that happen is, again, making promises that you can't meet or offering warranties that you can't obey by. So it's important to me because when most customers ask the question, well, hey, how do I know I'm getting a fair price and a fair value? Well, in the olden days, you were told to get 3 estimates. Well, what if that doesn't solve your problem? So with Better Business Bureau and, kind of partnering up with us, or us partnering up with Better Business Bureau, it kind of helps that. It's that peace of mind that customers can have and say, you know what, I made the right decision, I'm purchasing from the right company, and I know my job is going to get done well.
Alex, what's the Better Business Bureau public profile, and how can that help companies?
Yeah, so every company that's accredited with the Better Business Bureau of Central New England gets what's called a public profile. So right from our page, you can go to bbb.org. You can type in Windows Depot of South Boston. and Dan's company will pop up, and he has his own, call it mini web page within our entire big service. And it has all the things that Dan and his company do, the service region they service, any kind of contact information, reviews. So it's always great. We talk about we don't want to compete with the Yelps because the Yelps don't actually have any vetting process. They just anybody can jump on. Me and my 74 cousins can jump on and tell you how awesome Alex is. But when you hear directly from another company or consumer on the BBB webpage, we know that it's a real customer review. Dan can't go on and review his own company. I'll tell you that. We know how we do all the investigation into it. So it's a really important kind of tool for folks to use, and you can search, all the things that he's done and where he's worked. So it's great.
Yeah, check out those BBB public profiles. But Dan, one more time, exactly what you do, so people feel like they know. But I'm sure that there's so much to it. It's the windows, it's the doors as well.
Yes, we'll do windows, doors, and siding. Kind of the top products that we deal with because that's what brings the efficiency to their homes.
Perfect. Excellent. What is the best way for people to follow, aside from your BBB public profile, best way for people to get in touch with Window Depot South Boston?
So you can call us directly. Like I said, our number comes straight to myself or Sarah, and that number is 508-494-9088. You can do Facebook or Instagram as well.
Perfect. Yeah. Follow Window Depot of South Boston, locations in Shrewsbury and now Medway as well. Follow them on all social media. And Alex, people want to get in touch with the Better Business Bureau of Central New England.
Yeah, 508-755-3340 is the local number. I say it all the time, but we have bodies on the other side.